Hello, how's everyone doing today? How you doing, my friend, Mr. Moadel? How you doing,
What's
buddy?
up?
How you doing,
I'm
man?
good, man. I'm excited. This is, I was just telling Rich that this is like my little vacation getaway every Monday because I am so immersed in the world of stocks, the world of options. And yet, I have a strong awareness of cryptocurrencies. But it's once a week that I get together with Rich TV Live, and I hope you do too, and we immerse ourselves, yes, in the markets, but also in the world of cryptocurrencies. I go into coinmarketcap.com and I look at all the cryptos, and you gotta admit, Rich, it's a lot of green out there today.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. I love it. It's the digital revolution. It's
It
the
is.
digital revolution, David. I'm telling you, it's something different. It's caught the world by storm. Have you seen what has occurred over the last week in China? In China,
It,
where they have been shutting down exchanges
yeah,
and they have banned ICOs.
yeah,
And JP Morgan, I want to know your opinion on JP Morgan coming from the banking side of things, the
yeah,
financial institution side of things, calling Bitcoin a fraud.
yeah.
Wow.
That's a strong word,
Wow.
fraud.
So I want to
I want to
hear.
get the exact quote from Jamie Dimon, who is, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, the CEO of JP Morgan. This is not some little analyst here. This is a guy who people listen to and take very seriously, as was reflected in cryptocurrency prices. There was a little mini crash there, with Bitcoin touching 5,000 and then going down to what? The low 3,000s, am I right? In
Yeah,
US dollars?
yeah, it was around 3,200. It was really
Yeah,
around 3,200, which was an amazing buying opportunity. And not just Bitcoin, but
yeah.
everything went down. The entire industry went down. The entire market cap went down from 160 billion to 116 billion.
Hmm.
And I believe it's back to 156 billion today.
Wow. So that, well, in hindsight, everything is a great buying opportunity, but it really was. I want to get the exact quote here. This is from CNBC.com, which I guess is respectable.
As
So
we
we can
speak,
use that.
Bitcoin is exploding. It's at
Yeah.
4,024, guys, just so you know.
It's up to the 4,000s now already.
Yeah, it's
And
at
it's, geez,
4,020 as we speak. It's spiking. I'm watching it.
it,
It's great.
wow. It really was a buying opportunity. Again, that's in hindsight. It's easy to say that now.
Yeah,
Um,
we got the live Bitcoin ticker on our show right now. Can you see it?
okay.
Yeah, we
I
got the
do.
live Bitcoin ticker on our
Yep.
show, buddy.
Very cool.
Isn't
Very
that
cool.
cool?
Keeping it live. Rich TV Live.
Ain't that?
JP Morgan, this is from CNBC. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, says Bitcoin is this is his word, fraud that will eventually blow up. Quote, this is Jamie Dimon. It's worse than tulip bulbs. It won't end well. Someone is going to get killed, he says.
Someone is
Uh,
gonna get killed.
this is
That's
a direct
pretty
quote from him.
harsh. Someone's gonna get killed. What?
Sounds bloody. Sounds violent.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Wow.
Rich, would you like me to explain what he means by when he compares it to tulip bulbs? Because I don't know if everybody knows what that means.
Well, yeah, I think most of the people that are watching are between, you know, 16 and 55. So most people probably don't know what tulip bulbs is. That's got to be something from like the 1970s, 1960s,
Well, I'll tell you.
1950s.
There's there have been many bubbles, asset class bubbles. Where prices go way too high and then they crash. Okay, we saw that in the United States equities, stock markets in the year 2000, 2001. We saw it in 2008 to 2009. All right, but those are not the only stock and asset bubbles that have existed. Um, the very first one that was well documented in books was the tulip. And yes, I do mean the flower, actual tulip bulbs. Because before they become flowers, it's a bulb. You can buy a bulb, okay, of a flower. Back in the 1600s,
The
in the Netherlands,
1600s.
1600s, this is the first well documented bubble, like asset bubble, okay?
So he's
Back
trying
in,
to refer to this. He's trying to compare this to something from the 1600s.
correct. But it's well known among older investors. If you talk to somebody who because a guy named Charles Mackay back in the 1800s wrote about the tulip bubble of the 1600s. So it's the first well documented asset bubble. People were paying back then. It was not U.S. dollars, of course. But people were paying the equivalent of, imagine buying a tulip bulb, a flower bulb, for hundreds of dollars or even $1,000.
That's mental.
It's crazy, right? It sounds insane to us. So like these worthless, basically, flower bulbs went from a few pennies equivalent back then to up to 1,000 or even more dollars equivalent.
Wow.
People were willing to pay it. People were trading them in bars back then because they were not doing it there was no stock exchange for bulbs. People would just informally do it. Kings and queens were paying large amounts of money for the finest, cultivated, most colorful tulip bulbs. It's kind of like, I don't know if you remember this, Rich. In the United States back in the 1990s, people were paying hundreds of dollars for Beanie Babies, which were these cheap, Chinese-made stuffed animals. And so, they went from being a few dollars to hundreds of dollars, just made out of cloth and beans and whatever, okay? But people were willing, for a brief period of time, people were willing to pay it. But then once the fad goes away, those tulip bulbs go from $1,000 back to zero. And it's like a game of musical chairs. The last person to own the bulbs, to pay the $1,000, they're the fool. They're stuck with these, and now they're broke. The last person to buy the Beanie Babies for hundreds of dollars before the fad goes away, and now they're worth nothing. So what Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan is doing is he's comparing Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to the tulip bulb craze. He's saying that it's worth thousands of dollars because we're all willing to pay it through our euphoria. This is what he's saying, not me. And that it will end like the tulip bulb craze. It will end like the Beanie Baby craze. That's what he's saying. When he says people will get killed, of course he doesn't mean it literally. I don't think so. But people's accounts will get killed. Once people are able to buy cryptocurrencies in their IRA, yes, they can buy GBTC, the stock, but once they can put Bitcoin in their IRA, he's saying those people will get killed. Their dreams and hopes and retirement future will be killed. I don't know. I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but what do you think of all this?
Well, I got a song for you. I'm coming out with my single. Check this out.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
I'm dancing to it.
I think the song tells you what I think about it. I think they're just lying to our face, David.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of lies.
Now, what would his motivation be for? I can tell you what I think, but what do you think J.P. Morgan's motivation? Because as you reported on Rich TV Live, J.P. Morgan, not Jamie Dimon personally, but J.P. Morgan has invested in cryptocurrencies. So yes, it is all BS. But what do you think their motivation for? What do you think Jamie Dimon's motivation would be for saying these things?
Well, it was clear because I reported it first. Actually, Bitcoin.com reported it first, and then I reported on YouTube that they were buying the dip.
Yeah.
They're buying the dip. So clearly they don't believe it's a fraud. And he even said in his report that he said anyone who within his firm buys Bitcoin is stupid. So why is this firm loading up on Bitcoin notes? The proof is
So,
there. The proof was there. Their firm is loading up and buying the dip. And what do we have now? A $4,000 digital revolution that is dominated with Bitcoin. You know, I just did a video before this video about Coinbase, and everybody says, how do I buy Bitcoin, Rich? And I'm like, man, do you even watch my videos? Set up an account with Coinbase, buy Bitcoin. It's as simple as that. It's so simple, people. And you can start by buying $100 a week. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's interesting. It's kind of an inversion of the old pump and dump. What J.P. Morgan might be doing here. Usually, you pump before you dump, but since maybe they wanted to buy on the dips, as you just referred to, maybe they dumped it, or they caused other people to dump it, so that they could buy the dip and then pump it.
There's too many people. There's too many people all over the world that are buying Bitcoin every single day. It's only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
You cannot stop it. It's a digital revolution. It's the new millennium. It's all the millennials that are buying this. People don't understand. People that are not millennials, people that are not in that realm do not get it. They don't understand. They will never understand. And because I have children that try to make me constantly understand, hey, Dad, it's different. Stocks are boring, Dad. Nobody wants to see you talk about stocks, Dad. Nobody wants to see you look at these charts, Dad. Like, I hear it. I'm telling you, I hear it.
Yeah.
And then I see my own daughter's channel blow by my channel on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, now I got to actually listen. There's something to this. And cryptocurrencies is kind of taking over what my realm as far as an investor. It's taken over my interests. It's captured my attention. It's captured my imagination. It's captured my imagination. I hope it's captured your imagination. And I started my Coinbase account just being able to buy $100 a week. Now I'm up to $200 a week, but my account is at around $1,600. So it's growing. It's multiplying because I'm buying Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And they're forcing me to buy those three. And it's been an amazing investment because every time it's in the red, I'll buy it on Coinbase. And it's like I'm only buying three of the best. So Coinbase is forcing me to buy three of the best coins. So
well, there you go. We got some more quotes here from Jamie Dimon. He just went off on Bitcoin. Quote, "It's just not a real thing. Eventually it will be closed," Dimon said Tuesday on CNBC. Dimon joked that he joked that even his daughter bought some Bitcoin. Well, let me ask you this, Rich. When you're
his daughter's buying, he's joking that his daughter bought Bitcoin. His firm is buying Bitcoin, and he's calling it a fraud.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say when your own daughter is buying it.
I don't know, man. I don't know who's the fraud here. I don't know, man. Your daughter's buying Bitcoin. Your firm's buying Bitcoin, and you're calling it a fraud. And it's the most successful investment of our lifetime.
Yeah, it is.
If you could have put in $100 in 2009, you would be a multi-millionaire, 100 millionaire. On a $100 investment, you'd be a 100 millionaire.
Yeah, it's true. Dimon also said he'd, quote, "fire in a second," and you mentioned this, Rich, any J.P. Morgan trader who was trading Bitcoin, noting two reasons. First, quote, "it's against our rules." Really? Against your rules? And then you bought it. And they are stupid. I mean,
and then he bought it.
I guess it's not against his rules, huh? And I guess it's not stupid.
All of his traders are buying it.
Yeah.
Everybody's buying it. I'm sorry, guys. We're in a new world right now. Everybody's buying it, and if you're not buying it, I'm sorry for you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I've been telling you guys to buy it. You can set up an account at Coinbase. I got a link in the description down below. It's really, really simple. Anybody can do it. And I don't see any reason why everyone shouldn't be doing it.
Right. Why
You
not?
know, like honestly, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You know, it's captured my imagination. It will continue to capture my imagination, David. I am in my
Yeah.
stocks. I haven't sold any of my stocks. The marijuana stocks are coming back. The stock market is at all-time highs. Stock market
Right.
has been phenomenal. Man, so you know you can't go wrong right now with investing, to be quite frank. And even gold and silver, to be quite frank, are good prices. I think right
Yeah.
now, as an investor, if you're looking to diversify, now's a good time to be buying everything. Why not get
Right.
into cryptocurrencies? Why not get into the digital revolution? Why not? You know, did you hear my single? Like,
Yeah.
did you hear this? Like, I
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it, man. You know, it's all lies. It's lies, David. Like,
I like the music.
you know, it's
Now how about
a
this?
lot of lies, man. It's a lot of lies, David. Listen, listen, listen. Listen.
Yeah.
One-stop shop. Cryptocurrency, stocks, sports, and trending topics. That's what we talk about, right, David?
You know it. You know it.
My Dallas Cowboys got slaughtered by Denver yesterday,
Okay.
and that was hard. It was hard for me to deal with. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah,
slaughtered.
emotional strain and stress.
I do. I do. I have a lot of emotional strain and stress, and I have to talk about the Triple G fight. Triple G versus Canelo. It was a draw, and a lot of my friends are saying that Triple G won the fight. Hold on. Why are they really saying that? Why is China really banning ICOs? What is the true agenda? Why are they trying to destroy the digital revolution, David? This is my single. What do you think?
Yeah. It's, you know, it sums it up quite nicely.
It's all lies.
Yeah, yeah.
They lie to our face, David. They're lying to our face. They try to lie to our face.
And they get away with it. It's amazing. I guess JP Morgan is too big to fail, too big to prosecute. If you and I did a pump and dump or dump and pump like that, we would probably be in big trouble. But because of JP Morgan, you know, they have deep pockets, fat pockets. I guess they get away with it. I don't know. I don't know how that works exactly. I don't want to get all conspiracy theory, but they get away with it. You know, they can lie to the public like that.
I did the video. I brought out the proof. It actually showed how many notes they purchased.
Yeah.
3 million euros worth of notes they purchased of Bitcoin. JP Morgan. And the same time, he's trying to say out of one side of his mouth that it's a fraud, and anybody within his firm that's caught doing it is stupid, and then they're buying it on the 15th of September. They're caught buying 3 million euros worth of notes, of Bitcoin notes. Wow.
Wow.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I brought that news first. I'm going to keep bringing the news. You know, like, I just feel like it's our responsibility, like our duty to bring the news to the people, to educate the people, to let people really know what's going on. They don't want us to know that this is going to go to, like, 500,000. John McAfee is telling us it's going to go to 500,000. He's betting his man parts on it. And he brought a really good point. He said, you know, if you're trying to say it's a fraud, why does it cost me $1,000 for every Bitcoin I mine? That's what's called proof of work. He called it proof of work. He says when you print paper shares, what's the cost of that paper? That's the cost of the shares. It's the cost of printing the paper, okay? Whereas in the digital revolution, in his industry, because he actually works for a mining company, MGTI is the symbol, one of the largest miners in America, okay, of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are some of the top coins. And he says it costs him $1,000 for every Bitcoin he mines in electricity and consumption and computers. So there's a proof of work there. So you can't say it's a fraud because they're actually spending money to make money.
Right, right. I'm amazed that it's that expensive. $1,000 to mine one Bitcoin?
That's correct.
Really interesting.
That's correct. Because if you go and you buy a machine, like an S9, some of these machines that you could go and purchase that are like mining machines. You just sit there and you mine. You can buy these machines and you're mining a Bitcoin every X amount of time. And you can actually mine more than just Bitcoin. You can mine a lot of the coins, if not all the coins, with a lot of these super machines that you can buy for like $20,000 or even more if you buy these super powerful machines. And you put these machines together like mining pools. And you pool everybody together and everybody mines Bitcoin and all the other coins.
Yeah.
And this is what Bitcoin is, and it's that's what blockchain technology is. And it's about having information go through the blockchain channel. And it's Bitcoin having transactions going through the blockchain. And how long does it take for these transactions to go through the blockchain? And Bitcoin was the first. But their transactions are not as fast as Bitcoin Cash's are. Bitcoin Cash's transactions through the blockchain are 8 times faster. So what companies are trying to do is they're trying to use blockchain technology to run their public companies. So instead of doing IPOs, they're doing ICOs. That's what's happening here. And then the Securities and Exchange Commission, like they've monitored and regulated IPOs, initial public offerings, which are public companies, now they're trying to monitor and license ICOs, initial coin offerings, where it's getting out of control and there are these companies that aren't real. So what's happening is some of these coins don't really have really good, strong, fundamental businesses behind them.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful and make sure when we're investing in a lot of these companies, we're investing in good companies, right? Yeah. And we're investing in companies that have real businesses and are going to last. And you called it when I was talking about Chaincoin, and you said, you know, I don't know about Chaincoin. Does it have a real business? What is its daily, real life, fundamental uses? You called it. You said it. And you were right, David. You were right. And you know what? And that was just your instincts talking. You didn't know anything about the coin. You didn't do your due diligence. Right. And then, you know, there was a revolution behind it and it was exciting. But the coin itself didn't really have enough features for it to really take off. And that's why it hasn't taken off. Whereas some of the other coins, like Litecoin, which is being used as a merchant coin for transactions, which is going to be potentially used all over the world for merchants, where you can apply and be a merchant for Litecoin. And you can accept Litecoin as a form of purchase. So I can go and be a merchant through Rich TV Live once I'm accepted, and then I can be a merchant for Litecoin and accept Litecoin for services. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, the direction the world is going. This is a digital revolution. It's real. And there's certain people and certain bodies and there's certain elite that don't want us to let people know what's going on. You know, let's be honest. And that's why this is happening. But the reality is it's too big to fail, David. Once everybody wants a piece of Bitcoin and they realize they can buy a piece of it, everybody will have a piece of it and the price has to go up because there's only 11.6 million of them. And there's
limited supply.
Limited supply, and there's a big world.
Having limited supply, unlike with the U.S. dollar, which they keep printing and printing and printing. Look at the dollar chart. Look at the U.S. dollar chart. Down, down, down all year long. There's a reason for that. So they're limiting the supply, it sounds like, of the major cryptocurrencies. I think that's a good thing. I only want so much going around. Wanted to talk about on CNET. This is from today, actually. China, and you talked about this. China to get even tougher on Bitcoin trading. Uh-oh. Could this be a bad thing? Chinese regulators are preparing the biggest crackdown on the cryptocurrency to date. What are they cracking down on? Is that what you were talking about? The all the new ICOs? Are there too many of them? China doesn't like that.
China
Wants to have
believes
control over it?
that 90% of all the ICOs are frauds.
Okay, 90%. Yeah.
90%. And they also
Wow.
believe that that Facebook and YouTube should be monitored and censored because they don't
Okay.
allow their people to watch Facebook and YouTube and Google.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you got to kind of take everything that everyone does with a grain of salt because every country is going to react to this in their own way. But the
Right.
reality is the rest of the world doesn't need the rest of the world doesn't need oh, we lost.
Uh-oh.
What happened here?
Are we good? Uh-oh. Are we okay?
Hold on 1 second. We just lost the signal here. I'm trying to figure out why.
Uh-oh. It's all good. We'll get it back.
Yeah, so the rest of the world doesn't want to see this fail. The rest of the world wants to see this succeed. And as long as the rest of the world wants to see this succeed, it's going to succeed. If the rest of the world wants to see it fail, then it's going to fail. But, the rest of the free world wants to see Bitcoin succeed. Right? And
Agree. Uh-oh. Is
we're back.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're live?
We're back.
Yeah. So, well, certain parts of the world don't want to see it succeed. Not to pick on China, but hey, they're picking on Bitcoin. According to CNET, according to this article that just came out, China is clamping down even more on Bitcoin trading as it prepares to shut down all digital token exchanges, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal. Can they do that? I guess they can do whatever they want. It's China. But
They can do whatever
shut down all digital token exchanges. That's a little scary.
Yeah, they can
I don't
do
know.
that in China, but they can't do that in the rest of the free world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They can
Right.
do that in China, but they're not doing that in the rest of the free world. And
Yeah.
and that's what I'm trying to explain is the same way that they've shut down YouTube and Facebook.
Right.
The rest of the
right.
world uses YouTube and Facebook every day. But for some
Right.
reason China doesn't want to use them. I mean, that's their right. Everybody has that right to do what they
Yeah.
want to do. I don't
Yeah.
think that really has bearing on the rest of the world.
Right.
I don't
No, I
see
agree.
how it does. Now, I believe it could if that means less people can invest, then obviously that's going to affect liquidity. But
Right.
will that change the fact that the rest of the world is going to continue to adopt Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin into daily transactions? I don't think so. And that's what is coming. That's what's coming. Like, that's what's coming.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing that everybody that hasn't got it into it yet, or they're scrambling to invest now, now is not too late. I'm telling you, it's still early in the game. I really believe it's still early in the game.
Actually,
I still believe it's early in the
and
game.
we actually had I agree. We actually had a nice dip there. Okay, it was 5,000. Now it's what, 4,000? So at least it's down a little bit if you want to buy at a decent price. It says Chinese regulators see Bitcoin and other virtual currencies as a potential threat to the yuan. So there it is. That's why they're doing it. They have their currency. The government has their currency, just like the United States has the dollar. They have the yuan, and they view Bitcoin as a threat. So what do they got? Just like they might view Facebook or YouTube as a threat. And so I guess that's their way, which is to shut it down, to suppress it, or to threaten to shut it down. But as you just said, there's a big wide world out there. They could try to ban it in China, or they could try to crack down on it in China. You know what? You can't stop people from using this currency if they want to use it. I'm sure the United States government is not thrilled. I'm sure that the Fed over here in the United States, I'm sure Janet Yellen is not thrilled about Bitcoin, the existence of Bitcoin, the growing popularity of Bitcoin. But can they really stop it? I don't see how they could. This is not China. This is the United States. And if people want to use this currency, they can use it. I can only imagine how much bigger Bitcoin is going to get when people can invest in it in their IRA or their 401k or whatever.
It's just a matter of time, David. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. I'm telling you right now. It's just a matter of time. It's becoming more and more adopted every single day. And companies are going to start accepting it. I'm going to be able to start buying my, burgers and hot dogs and groceries and shoes with Bitcoin.
Right.
I'm telling you. It's just a matter of time, my friend. And that's why I'm accumulating it, and I'm going to keep accumulating it. And, man, there's different opportunities like BitConnect. Like, I haven't really seen any type of investment like BitConnect in my life, where you could start with like $130, and now I'm making like $100 to $200 every day on BitConnect.
That's fantastic.
It's just growing. Yeah. Like, my BitConnect's at like $5,450. And I started with $130. And like, what investment can you show me? Anywhere, David, you're the expert. Show me. Where can you find an investment that's going to turn me a 5,000% return in 6 weeks?
Maybe a few penny stocks. Get really, really, really lucky.
Probably not even in the penny stocks. I don't even think there's been very many penny stocks that are up 5,000%. I mean, that's insane. No. So, BitConnect is a beast. The power of compound interest is just mind-boggling. How powerful it is. Compound interest. When you compound it, and then you just take what you make and just keep reinvesting it. All your interest, and you just keep reinvesting it and reinvesting it. Because now, just in interest, when I'm making 1% a day on BitConnect, I'm making $50 a day, $55 a day. Just in interest. And then what happens is once you build a downline, it's so powerful because once everybody's reinvesting, you're consistently making residuals with your downline because they're reinvesting. So when they're reinvesting, you're making residuals. When I'm reinvesting, my sponsor is making residuals, and I'm happy for him. Right. So it's like, it's pretty exciting because it's like everyone's making money and everyone's happy. So it's great, man. And I was at a friend's house yesterday, and I was setting him up, and he was so excited. And his sister's doing it, and she's already made like $50 in interest. She put in $100. She's already made $50 in interest in less than 2 months, in like 4 weeks. So she's super excited. She's like super excited, and it's just cool, man. It's cool to just be able to be a part of this digital revolution and be just a fan of it, and then to be like watching guys on YouTube and be a fan of those guys, and then to be a guy on YouTube talking about it. It's I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. I'll be honest with you. It's pretty nuts. It's
amazing. There's an article I read. You might want to pull it up as well. Just on the lighter side of things.
Yeah.
I found this week. You can Google it if you want to. This is on benzinga.com, and if you're at home, you could pull this up as well. The 10 most ridiculous cryptocurrencies. This is from Wayne Duggan from benzinga.com. So I'm going to read off. Rich, let me see if you agree or disagree with this. I found an article from Benzinga. The title of the article is "The 10 Most Ridiculous Cryptocurrencies." So if you want to Google that, let's see if you
No, you read it off, David. You read it off. The 10
I will read it off to you.
Most ridiculous cryptocurrencies.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Number 10, useless Ethereum token. That's the actual name. Useless Ethereum token. These are real, by the way. Number 9, unobtainium. Unobtainium.
Unobtainium. Wow.
These are real.
Never heard of it.
Unobtainium's claim to fame is that it is designed to be the rarest cryptocurrency in the world. to the point where you can't even obtain it. Well, yeah, hey, we talked about trying to keep the supply limited. That's one way to do it.
Oh my goodness, that's just too good.
Let me go back to number 10. Useless Ethereum token. It is a protest against cryptocurrencies gone awry. Quote, this is off their website. No value, no security, and no product. Just me spending your money.
Oh my goodness.
These are real. These are real ICOs.
Oh my
real
goodness. See, this is why the SEC has to crack down on this. This is craziness.
Yeah, right. Number 8, Insane Coin. Nothing inspires confidence in investment quite like having the word insane right in the name of your token.
Oh my goodness.
and yet it has a market cap of more than 2.4 million. So I guess people are buying Insane Coin.
Wow.
Number 7, most useless cryptocurrency, according to Benzinga.com. Legends Room. The Legends Room in Las Vegas is the first gentleman's club. Rich, you know what a gentleman's club is, don't you?
Never heard of
it. Sure. It's the first gentleman's club in the world to have its own digital cryptocurrency. 5,000 coins buys you a lifetime membership to this gentleman's club.
What?
The market cap is $3 million. People are buying it to see some, boobs and butts, I guess. Number 6, this might offend you personally. Potcoin. Number 6, most useless cryptocurrency is Potcoin.
No, I disagree with that one.
Let me see what this guy says.
I disagree with that one.
You disagree with this one?
Yes.
Quote, of course, the cannabis industry has to have its own cryptocurrency. And of course, it sponsored Dennis Rodman's trip to North Korea. Why not? Potcoin has a market cap of $26.5 million. That's not bad.
Exactly.
Million.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Number 5, and this is not Rich and me saying it, this is according to Benzinga.com, Trump Coin. Trump Coin is the number 5 most useless cryptocurrency according to the article. If you're tired of the direction of Bitcoin and Ethereum have taken, you might want to try to make cryptocurrency great again. Trump Coin may be right for you. Trump Coin has not gotten many votes from investors, however, with only a $386,000 market cap, less than $500,000. Not too popular, Trump Coin. Number 4, there's a...
I don't want to touch that.
It's called number 4 most useless cryptocurrency, Monacoin, which is about a dog. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's about a cat. Okay, so number 3 is
Monacoin is about a cat?
Yeah. Number 3 on the list is Dogecoin, which is about a dog. It's about a Shiba Inu.
Really?
And,
so the Dogecoin is about a dog?
Yes. If you look at the logo, it's a Shiba Inu. It's a dog.
Wow. See, I'm learning something every single day.
Yeah, Dogecoin, which is actually pretty popular. Dogecoin was created as a joke. I already knew this because I know about Dogecoin, based on the popular Doge internet meme. Somehow Dogecoin has a market cap of more than $232 million, so it's pretty popular. Number 4 is Monacoin. Number 4 is Monacoin, which is a cat. It's about a cat meme. The cat meme, Monacoin, is particularly popular in Japan and has a market cap of $26 million.
Wow. Wow.
Number 2, I probably can't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, Titcoin. That's number 2. Number 2, most useless cryptocurrency, according to Benzinga.com. Titcoin claims to be the most popular cryptocurrency intended to be used for the adult entertainment industry.
Of course.
It hasn't taken off, though. Market cap of only $228,000.
Shocking.
Market coin.
Shocking.
So the booby coin is not very popular. And finally, the number 1 most useless cryptocurrency, according to Benzinga.com, DentaCoin. Denta, as in dentistry. DentaCoin is the brand new cryptocurrency designed by the global dental industry and already accepted as a means of payment at partner dental clinics. DentaCoin currently has a market cap of more than $2.9 million. I could see that one maybe working, maybe.
Do you want to hear? You want to hear a funny story about DentaCoin?
You know a story about it? Okay, tell me.
DentaCoin approached me with one of their developers to promote their coin.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I sent them over an agreement for my services, and then they chose not to move forward with our services. But
All right.
they actually showed me their business model,
Okay.
and
Interesting. I could.
I didn't like their circulation in their supply, and I told them
Okay.
that. I said, you guys have too many circulation in your supply. I mean, you got
Okay.
way too many coins in supply here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they had some reason for it. And I said, I know, I don't think you're going to do well because you're going to have too much dilution in your coin because you have
Right.
way too much circulation in supply. I think it was in the billions. I'm pretty sure it was in the billions.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, it was shocking. And I was like, yeah, you
Too
know,
much. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
like, come on. You know what I mean? Like,
I
yeah.
could see most of these failing, except maybe Dogecoin because it is pretty popular. It's actually in the top. I don't know. It's on the first page of CoinMarketCap.com pretty consistently in the top 100, whatever that's worth. And Potcoin. I'm surprised they were picking on Potcoin. It's an easy
Like
target.
my question is like, okay, who did this top 10 list?
Sure, it is on Benzinga.com. It is from Wayne Duggan,
Yeah,
Duggan.
so that's just
Uh,
somebody's opinion,
yeah, totally,
right?
totally.
That's just some random opinion. There's no fact behind
Yes,
any of that. That's
right,
simply somebody's opinion. Now,
totally.
is there some truth into some of that? Yeah, some of it's not bad. Some of it's pretty entertaining. I
Right.
definitely learned something. I didn't know that Dogecoin was a dog coin. I
Yeah,
didn't know that Mona coin was a cat coin.
yeah.
Um, I definitely won't be investing in those, but I actually already own Doge, so I didn't even know
Okay.
that that was a dog coin. But I like dogs, so I guess there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah.
that. I'm a dog lover. I don't.
Right on, right
I don't
on.
have a dog right now. I lost that in the divorce too. But
Oh no, that's terrible. Um, I don't think
I'm
that
just
these are
kidding.
all ridiculous based on fundamentals. I think he just picked, these writers, they have to get clicks and views. I know because I've written articles for financial, websites. So the idea, and top 10 lists are always popular. They always get clicks, they always get views. And so he picked ones that people would just nod their head and say, oh yeah, pot, haha, potheads. Oh, a dog, haha, yeah, that's ridiculous. That doesn't mean it is ridiculous. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with Dogecoin. Okay, Titcoin, yeah, I can see why that's on the list. I get it.
Well, I got another
uh,
one. I got another one that I think is crazy.
okay,
The FUCK Trump coin. You seen that?
I have not seen this.
Yes, there is an FUCK Trump coin. I swear, I kid you not.
I'm going to Google it right now.
Yeah, they have an
Okay.
ICO that they've launched. It's a real thing.
Huh.
There is a anti-Trump coin.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a real
Now,
thing. It's a real thing. They're doing an ICO and they're launching soon.
huh.
Yeah,
Uh,
imagine that. Like crazy. What kind of
now,
world do we live in, man? So
that's just,
this is why the Securities and Exchange Commission has to come in and do something about this because this is out of control. And they shouldn't even
yeah,
allow. There should be somebody monitoring this so stuff like
right,
this isn't even allowed.
right. I agree.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, but on the other hand, China is taking it too far, in my opinion. Yes, you
Yeah,
want to
but
clamp
China can
down.
do that. China can do that within their own country, though, David. You got to understand, they're
Yes.
communist. They're a communist country.
Right. They can do whatever they want.
There's
That's
a
true.
reason why they're a communist country.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to control their country,
Yeah.
and they have
Right.
that right because that's their country.
Right. Fair enough.
There's nothing that
Uh,
we can do. Do you honestly believe they're not going to be buying cryptocurrencies outside of China?
Yeah. They're not going to stop the global expansion of cryptocurrencies and the acceptance of cryptocurrencies. They could stop it in China, I
They haven't
guess.
stopped the growth of Facebook. They haven't stopped the growth of YouTube.
Right.
There's a billion
Right.
users on YouTube worldwide. I believe
Yeah.
right now Facebook is a $400 billion company. So, nobody can use that in China. Hasn't
Right.
affected those companies, hasn't affected Google, hasn't affected Apple. All
Right.
these companies have been hugely successful. They didn't come out of China.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
at the end of the day, China's going to do what they want to do. It's not going to affect us here in North America. Let's be honest.
Right. No, fair enough. Fair enough. It might scare the markets temporarily, but again, those are buying opportunities if you have the intestinal fortitude, the iron stomach to get in there and buy. You mentioned that this was a buying opportunity. It really was. I mean, it's easy to look back and say that, but yeah, every time Bitcoin goes down $1,000, or in this case $1,500 or even $2,000, you can buy it. You know, if you already have some, don't get scared out of your position. If you're a serious hodler, if you're really a hodler, be a hodler.
That's why I love Coinbase, because Coinbase, every time it goes down, I just buy it. It's simple with Coinbase. Every time it goes down, you just buy it, and you're buying Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, right?
Right.
I mean, and then the exchange that I would use if you want to go through an exchange would be Bittrex. You know, I got a link in the description down below for all the exchanges I use, and Bittrex is one of the best exchanges, probably number one. I also like Lifecoin, and I also like Cryptopia, because they allow you to use some of the smaller coins that you can't find on Bittrex. You know, I also use Polyonics. So there's a lot of different exchanges that I use to buy different cryptocurrencies, but lately I've just been loading up through Coinbase. It's so simple. And then I buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, and then everybody accepts those three coins, because those are the three most accepted coins.
It sounds like you're focusing on the top 3, top 5, top 10 coins on marketcap.com or wherever your source is.
I'm just buying those three right now. I'm just buying those three right now. I'm just buying those three.
Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, not so much Ripple, because if I were to buy one more than the others, I might look at Ripple because it does have bank acceptance.
I do want Ripple, but it's not on Coinbase. So it's not easily as easily accessible. So I have to go and do it through an exchange. And right now, I just don't see any reason why I should be buying Ripple, because I don't see it exploding. So I don't feel like I should be in a rush to buy Ripple. Whereas Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum, I believe, might just start to explode. And I don't want to miss the rush, man.
Right.
Yo, Dave, let's say what's up to some of the peeps that are in the house, man. I haven't even said what's up to anybody. What's up, Nathaniel? What's up, Crypto Corey? What's up, Team Joey Rocket? What's up, Nancy? What's up, Jared? What's up, Food Stamp? What's up, Leonard Ben? How you doing, everybody? How are you doing, Moscow Mule? Moscow Mule is asking about Verge. How you doing, Kenny Lee? I love your music, Kenny. Man, your music is unbelievable. How you doing, Mirage? Mirage is asking about BVTK and Dark Pulse Tech.
Let's take a look. Gotta go to Google Finance. Just want to give a quick shout out to Epic Hustler. I'm wearing the official Epic Hustler t-shirt he sent to me. Thank you. I know Rich is still waiting on his shirts. I know they're going to be awesome. Good stuff.
Quakey is saying, Rich, if you want to coin Bitcoins, I invest 1,000 into it. It's going to be huge. Wait till my 1,000 turns into 100,000 in 1 year. You'll see. It's time. Wow. Okay. He likes Bitcoins. And these guys like Verge, and Leonard Ben is saying Ireland is watching. How you doing, Leonard, in Ireland? And Stephen Zangrilli. How you doing, Stephen Zangrilli? So this has been a huge run for Bitcoin. It had a huge drop due to the JP Morgan, fraudulent accusations. And then, we heard that, they were buying the dip. Now it's going back up. And, China has shut down a bunch of exchanges. But a lot of those exchanges are saying this is a good thing. So they're also saying this is happening because this is more becoming globally accepted. And there's becoming more global regulations. And because of these global regulations, it's forcing companies to be better. It's forcing exchanges to be better. It's forcing exchanges to be more transparent. What do you think about this, Mr. David Moadel? What do you think about that?
Right on. You know what? It doesn't mean I agree with the way China is going about it. maybe a little too harsh, but that might be the culture in China. Like you said, it is a communist regime, so that's how it is. It may sound harsh to my American ears, but after reading off that list of the most useless coins, supposedly, I'm realizing that, hey, we need some regulation. We need some oversight. I know the whole point of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is to get off the grid, is to stick it to the man. Yes, but we don't want the Wild West out there. We don't want to have it where there's no regulation and anything goes. Anything goes sounds exciting, all right? When you're a kid, when you're young, anything goes sounds exciting until you realize that when there are no rules, you end up with a Mad Max type situation, all right? People end up getting hurt. So, yes, I want some oversight, and as you said, transparency. And we're still working all this stuff out. All the transparency, what is the government's role? How far should they go in regulating and in oversight? We're all working this out. American and Canadian
Bitcoin's not going anywhere, man. It's not going anywhere. They cannot stop it. John McAfee said so. Bill Gates said so. Very intelligent, successful, connected people are saying so. We missed it. But you know what? We're not going to miss it now. We missed it the first run. We're not going to miss it now, David. I'm not missing it this time, buddy. So, I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Litecoin. I'm buying Ethereum. I'm watching the ICOs. We are going to become the news, the place that's going to break all the news. Stocks, sports, cryptocurrencies, trending topics. Rich TV Live is a one-stop shop with David Moadel, with Joey Rocket, with Epic Hustler, with DJ Cloud Ninja, with everybody that we're working with. And we're only going to work with bigger and better YouTubers as we grow. And as we grow, we're going to have bigger and better companies and bigger and better clients that are going to be watching us and are going to be joining us. And I have a lot of ICOs that have already contacted me that want to come on Rich TV Live. Like a lot of them. And I'm okay with it, of course, right? But at the same time, we need to be compensated, right? Professionals need to be paid. We're not going to do it for free. So, I just want people to know that Rich TV Live, we are a one-stop shop, and you guys, watching at home, you can be a star too. And if you have a video and, you want to build a team, you can build a downline. Anybody can build a downline, and you can build a team. And cryptocurrencies can change your life. And I love stocks and I love real estate, but I love cryptocurrencies too. And I just love it more right now because I feel like it's trading 24 hours a day. It's exciting, and it's just exciting to be a part of something new. Something that other people don't know about, that we can teach people about, and we can all profit together so early in the game, because the people that started in this 8 years ago, they're already retired. Right. So why can't we get in now? It's not too late. It's like saying it was too late to invest in gold 8 years after gold started. It's not too late. Nobody understands what cryptocurrencies are going to be yet, because it's still so new and it's not adopted by the mainstream yet. So once it's adopted by everyone and everyone can buy a sliver of it, who knows what it's going to be worth? Nobody really knows what the value of it's going to be worth, because everyone's going to have a sliver of it. It's going to be like the currency, like the US dollar. It's going to be like everybody's going to want it. Everyone's going to need it. Everyone's going to use it. So if you want to do transactions, you got to use Bitcoin. If you look at the market capitalization on World Coin Index or at Coin Market Cap, the market capitalization as we speak, I believe, is at 47%? 48%. 48% of the entire industry, which currently is at $138 billion. 48% of the entire industry is Bitcoin. And that's 865 companies. So how can this one company be 48% of the entire market cap of the entire industry? How can you explain that?
Yeah, it's the mothership, as you've called it. It's the main one. It's the one that gets the publicity. It's the one people have heard of. People who don't even know about it probably have at least heard of Bitcoin. It was the first. So far, it's the best performing, it seems like. Yes, it's also the most expensive one, but you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You could buy partials of it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And there are different ways to get involved in it. So, I can see why you're going with the top three: the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin.
Like if Coinbase had Ripple, I'd buy Ripple at Coinbase too.
Right. It is in the top five. So, but it's not convenient for you to do it for various reasons. That's fine. It is there, but you're still sticking with brand names. I have clients that I coach about finance, and I usually tell them to stick, if they're beginners, total beginners, I tell them to stick to brand names. Start out by trading Starbucks because you heard of it, you've used it, Amazon, Apple, things like that. So you're sticking to the blue chips of the cryptocurrency world, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, well, why? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Like we need to create wealth for ourselves, and you don't create wealth by buying garbage penny stocks. You create wealth by investing in blue chip investments. That's how you create wealth, and that's what I intend to do with all the cryptocurrencies that I invest in. However, I do intend to accumulate coins that are proof of stake, which pay you a residual, which is similar to a dividend, and masternode coins, which also pay you a residual. So those are going to be coins I want to accumulate as well. But right now, because I'm so new into cryptocurrencies, I just want to really accumulate the best coins right now and really understand the industry and understand it intrinsically, so I can become an expert in this field. Similar to the way I want to be an expert in stocks, and I want to be an expert in investing, and I want to, and I believe I am somewhat of an expert in marketing because I've been doing it for, my entire life, and sales. So whatever, in my experiences, you need to be doing something for 8 years to be considered an expert. 8 years. Okay. When you're an expert in something, in any field, you have to be in that field for about 8 years to become a master. So once you've been in that field for 8 years, you are now a master in any field that you've been doing for 8 years. It takes you about at least 8 years to earn your masters, let's just say. Yeah. So if you've been in cryptocurrencies for 8 years, you not only are you a master, but you're very, very wealthy.
Yeah.
So I want to see, where am I going to be in 8 years accumulating cryptocurrencies? And David, if you have not started accumulating cryptocurrencies, you need to start, my friend. And you need to start now. And I started, we started doing it live. And I started talking about how I started on BitConnect with $130. And what has happened every single week we have been here?
Going up.
Like, what was it last week? Where was I last week? I wasn't at 5,000. I was probably...
I don't know. Where were you?
I don't even know. I wasn't at 5,450. That's for sure. So it's like growing every single week. And if you go back and watch the videos and see where we were at, literally we started with $130 and we're up to 5,450. And if I go back to my account right now, I probably have money there again. And that's just what it is. It's a money machine. It's a money machine.
Be quite a feeling to wake up with more money in your account every day. That's got to be something.
Yeah, it's like a trading bot that trades for you. It trades your money for you, so you don't have to trade. And then everybody that is with your downline is also reinvesting, so you're getting 7% all the time, every time people are reinvesting. So you have a chance to build a really good downline of people that want to work together, help each other, create freedom, and create wealth together. And I think it's brilliant. And BitConnect has changed the lives of many people, like Craig Grant, who's another fellow YouTuber, has over 8,000 subscribers. He has made over $400,000 in referrals, and his downline has brought in and raised over $23 million.
Not too bad.
Like, those numbers numbers are no joke.
Yeah.
Those numbers are no joke, man.
Wow. Oh man, that's great. And you're getting, Rich, your YouTube channel's growing too. You're gonna hit that 2,000 mark before we know it. What's next, man? What's
Yeah,
next?
you
And you
know,
have more than one channel.
Man, I'm not even worried about the subscribers anymore. I don't worry about subscribers. I don't worry about views. I just focus on collaboration and creating good content and educating the people, teaching the people, and collaborating with good YouTubers like yourself, David. I love collaborating with you, man. And we've been live now for an hour again, so I think it's about that time. And we'll just end it with our new hit single "Lies," and they try to lie to our face. And Dave, thank you for joining us again. It's always a pleasure. Please give a shout out to Epic Hustler. Talk about the T-shirt. Talk about your YouTube channel and all your social media links, and we'll throw on some lies.
Bam. Epic Hustler, thank you for the shirt. It's awesome. Check out Epic Hustler's YouTube channel. Just type Epic Hustler into YouTube. While you're at it, type David Moadel, Moadel, into YouTube. You can find my channel. I'm the guy with the tie. You know what I'm saying? And I've got over 200 free YouTube educational finance videos. Check them out. Why not? Also, just want to give a shout out to all the people who've been visiting my channel from Rich's channel. People like Crypto Kerbit. He always leaves positive comments on my videos. Thank you so much. Crypto Corey, all the people out there. Joey Rocket, that was an awesome thing he did recently. Joey Rocket with Rich TV Live. My girl Wendy, how you doing? If you're watching this, I know you're working hard, you're doing your thing. We're gonna get you into cryptocurrencies as well, hopefully one of these days.
Coinbase, man, Coinbase. It's so easy, guys. Coinbase and BitConnect. That's all you need. And then Genesis Mining. And now you're getting Bitcoin every day. Like every day it shows up in my account. I mean, that's the truth. That's not lies. That's the truth.
Sure.
So, you guys heard it here first, man. You guys heard it first.
Right here.
All right, David Moadel, man. Brother from another mother, man. Thanks for joining us again. Love doing a show with you. This guy is a fountain of information. Subscribe to David Moadel, guys. Every single week, 11 a.m. PST, 2 Eastern. You can expect Rich and David Moadel to chop it up. We be chopping it up. Question is, who's watching? Are they trying to lie to our face? Dave, are they trying to lie to our face?
They're trying, but we're not buying it. We're too smart for that.
Yeah, we're not buying it. I agree. I'm not buying it. Way too many lies. Thank you guys for watching.
So what's really happening? Why is the entire cryptocurrency industry in the red today?
It's actually in the green today.
Why is JP Morgan really saying that Bitcoin is a fraud? And why is China really banning ICOs and saying that they are illegal? What is the true agenda of the elite? Why are they destroying the digital revolution?
Why would they destroy the digital revolution?
All the answers to these.
Find all the answers right here. Rich TV Live, David Moadel. Thanks for watching, everybody. They try to lie to our face. They try to lie to our face.